Okay, welcome back now, this time to resource management as we begin another exciting venture in project management. Resource management is very interesting. It has taken a major change since PMBOK version 5, if you're using any of those materials. This is probably the most changed of the knowledge areas, so pay close attention. Okay, so these are the processes. Hey, here's the bottom line. Going to ensure the right resources at the right time. So here's how we're going to do it. These are the objectives. I ask you to pause the slide and review that yourself. Okay, now here we are. We've been here before. These are a merger of the process groups, knowledge areas, and interactions. You ought to be able to become comfortable with how these interact. A, the process groups, the grouping of processes that help you develop. B, and manage the project management plan, also sometimes called the subsidiary plans. These are how I'm going to do something largely, and they're often seen as constraints. And we're updating project documents regularly or using them in some cases, like the charter, SAL, and agreements, to make sure that we are meeting stakeholder objectives. Okay, resource management, as I mentioned, ensures the right resources at the right time. So plan resource, and it involves these number of processes. Planning, estimating activity resources, then you acquire the resources, you develop and manage the team, and then you control the resources. And it wants to distinguish, the PMBOK guide wants to distinguish, there are really two things going on here. I always thought there were, even the PMBOK version 5, PMBOK version 5 would call it human resources management. And even though they would use tools that would say resources, and I would say, don't forget equipment and things like that, now they make that distinction very clear between HR skills and physical resources. Okay, which are equipment and facilities. So just keep in mind, since they have made that a unique distinction, I expect to see more of that on the exams. Okay, key trends and concepts. The project team are people who are assigned roles, and you're going to work together as a group collectively toward this shared project goal. The involvement of all team members in planning and decision making is always extremely beneficial. And so the PMBOK guide now will differentiate much more clearly between the project manager as a leader, proactively developing team skills and competencies and improving motivation, and as a manager, which is about physical resource management. So there's the leader is more about HR, and the manager is more about the physical, the equipment, the facilities, demands and supply, that sort of thing. Trends are increasing, and this is about collaboration versus, some people want to lead by more of a command and control approach. We work to optimize resource utilization. In fact, optimizing your team and resource utilization are always the goals. Very important. And we'll talk in Tuckman's team development on how we can do that in motivational theory later. The resource management methods emphasize always being lean, just in time, or JIT, Kaizen. And frankly, this is the pillars of the overarching philosophy we've talked about in project management, which is continuous process improvement, CPI. Okay, emotional intelligence is a new conversation in project management, but the teams that succeed in positive EI are more effective. Self-organizing teams can happen, and the PM will provide support. A little bit about virtual teams, and then tailoring considerations based on your location, diversity, and industry. Okay. This is all I'm going to do now. Then we will start the next section, which is planning.